Previously on Black of the Berry.
Because you know me, I would be remiss if I did not mention this point. Since 2007, the Catholic Church has been fighting in a child reform laws in New York. So from 2007 to 2015, y'all have spent $2.1 million for a lobbyist, and I'm going to tell you who that lobbyist is. Would you like to know who that lobbyist is?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go tell you who the lobbyist is.
Who is it?
Timothy Cardinal Dolan has used Wilson Elsa Moskowitz, Elderman and Dicker Patricia Lynch and Associates, Hank Something and Mark Banhan Communications to lobby against the Child Victims Act. Y'all spent $2.1 million, the church, to lobby against child sex reform. You want to know? Charlie Sheen.
Oh, Jesus.
Charlie, you didn't say nothing. But what you did, Charlie, leaving your wake, infecting men and women with HIV.
And that's the thing, too. Knowingly.
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 You got another show after that. You got put still back on television.
Yeah.
Silky.
You ready?
Yeah, bro. I was ready. What's up?
The fuck are you doing?
Getting waited. What are you doing?
Why are you always doing? First, alright, I'm not even going to comment on the fact that you really are brushing your hair. What's your do-rag on?
It's a silky. Feel the cake. Go ahead. You like that, right?
No, I don't. Take it off, son. Come on, son.
It's lavender.
Bro, we this is not professional at all. This is crazy.
Yo, listen, man. Listen,
you're not that ground.
If America doesn't, I don't care. I don't care. Wow. Alright? I ain't a dope, but I'm there, alright? Let me tell you something, bro. If America don't want to see me wavy, then there's no Black of the Berry, baby. You feel me? From now on, don't even call me Los. Call me Silk Johnson.
I'm done, y'all. I can't take it.
What do you mean? Silk Johnson? It's a Silk Johnson. Welcome to Black of the Berry. As you can see here, we back in the magic place that we were in episode 3.
Which episode 6?
Yeah, we try not to get too crazy like we did last time with all the slanderers and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, not that.
But we want to get into something real quick, hot off the presses. Not really hot off the presses, but something that has been talked about
For years.
For years, yeah.
Legitimately for years. It's been
and I think it's like it goes away and comes back. It's like herpes. Like this issue goes away and like comes back.
I don't know if we want to compare this issue to herpes. Though.
No, but I'm talking in terms of magnitude. I'm saying
like live in PC America.
Yeah, well, you know what I'm saying. It comes back it comes stronger, like VD. Like every year, like 20 years stronger. Like this is what it is. VD. So basically, what we want to get into is Colin Kaepernick and the NFL. We know that people have talked about it before. We know how people have beat the dead horse, but this topic is something that more conversations need to spawn off of this topic. So, and this is a big thing that we're trying to talk about. So, Colin Kaepernick with the NFL.
Yup.
People don't know. For some people, let's give them a quick background.
So basically, what happened was Colin Kaepernick decided to start taking knees when he was in his. He was sitting on the bench when he was playing with the 49ers. And the final preseason game, it was Nate Boyer. He's a former Green Beret. He's also a former Seattle Seahawk.
Right.
He basically reached out to Colin and they met up and then they had a meeting kind of sort of thing and was like, told him, hey, listen, you should take a knee because, you know, when we go through security details or we pass fallen soldiers, we take knees for them. You know what I mean? So it's something that you're still showing respect.
Strengthens the motive too.
Absolutely. You're still showing respect to, you know, to those who have died and fought for the flag.
Right.
And then also you're still getting your point across by not having to stand with your hand over your chest. Right? So he got this advice from a Green Beret. A dude who I think is more than qualified enough
absolutely.
to say what you should and should not do in front of the flag. First of all, any American is qualified enough because that's what we all talk about, free speech, right? Well, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But that's what happened. The issue is that the NFL and everybody else started taking how do I say this? They started they started taking exception to what he was doing. Like he was creating that big of an issue. And to be honest with you, it was the media that really started with this negative press of it.
That's the thing too, because I feel like they attached and they kind of used the timing of the whole decline in ratings to throw it and blame it on to
100%. 100%. Like I'm sorry that Colin Kaepernick is taking a knee, so now all of y'all in the Midwest is going to immediately stop watching football. Kiss my ass.
And here's another thing too. He took a knee on a football field, which is like not an uncommon thing for people who know football. Like, people take knees when people are hurt, when your coach is talking to you, when you need a breather. So what's the big deal about taking a knee on somewhere that it's like me taking a shit in the bathroom? It happens there normally. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what it is. The issue is that, you know, the NFL and the media, what the rhetoric and the propaganda that they were like basically showing up is that this is what they were saying. It's like, you know, what they would say is that the disrespect that Colin Kaepernick and others are showing the country and people who die for the flag, you know, by taking a knee and not standing for the anthem. And it's like, well, first of all, before 2012, they weren't even out there. They were in the back doing their own thing. You know what I'm saying?
Getting psyched up.
Second thing, I'm going to repeat it once again. If we're all American, then that's my right. That's
to exercise.
That's my right. I can do what the fuck I want, right? That's why we're doing this right now. You know what I'm saying? It's freedom of fucking speech. You trying to censor people, that's some real communist shit. Calling it what it is. Y'all that's some real communist bullshit.
So here's my thing then. Do you feel like the NFL created this problem? Because since it wasn't an issue before 2012, and they saw that this thing is, you know, gaining some traction, you think that they try to like undermine it by using the media, and do you think like making it a big thing?
100%. And the NFL fucked up because
it backlash.
Messed up, whatever. You have 68% of your league is African American.
Absolutely.
Dominated. So, you know what I'm saying? So, you have to realize these issues are going to affect these brothers. Like, it affects their families. Like, let's think about this for 1 second. We live in a country that a 12-year-old boy, Tamir Rice, was shot in an open carry state, and he had a toy gun. Right?
It was a water gun, right? Wasn't it?
A fucking water. It was either a water gun, a toy gun, whatever it was. This is the country that we live in.
Yeah.
But yet, you know, when people hear that, they're just like, oh, well, you shouldn't have the gun. You should have followed the officers orders. If you look at the video, the officer just pulls up on him, boom, shoots him. That just shows negligence on so many different behalves.
Yeah.
But this is the same country that. You can't understand that, but yet you're gonna understand. You can easily understand that Bruce wants to become Caitlyn, and everybody's behind it.
Whoa!
This is the same. This is the country that we live in.
Bro,
it is what it is.
No, that's true.
This is the country that we live in. You understand that more easily than a cop pulling up on a 12-year-old shooting him. Y'all will get like you can't understand why he wants to take a knee, but yet you understand. We all clearly understand when somebody wants to become somebody else. We're good with that, but then yet you're mad at somebody. Like I'm confused. That could have been his child.
You know what else? I think everybody else is confused, and not just on your angle, but everybody else is confused about the actual origin and point of the actual protest. People don't understand that this is for police brutality. It's for those situations where people are getting innocently slain. You know what I'm saying? And he's trying to point out and raise awareness for these things, but yet people think that he's going against the military. Well, he hasn't even said anything about the military. When has he?
He hasn't mentioned military at all. First of all, he wore pink socks. He did nothing towards the military.
Right.
Nothing ever in his rhetoric was anything negative towards the military.
And about the pink socks thing,
it's his fucking American right.
It's socks. People have been calling pigs cops for the longest. What's the problem now? You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a black man doing it. It's a black man doing it. Listen, I guarantee you. First of all, I believe that what's the DN from the Patriots? Chris Long's son. What's Chris Long's son's name? Howie Long. It's Chris Long.
Yeah.
Chris Long, right?
Yeah.
Chris Long, pure white American boy.
Yeah.
Right?
I shout out to him too.
Oh, that's what I'm about to say, yo. Big shout outs to you.
Yeah.
All a white American boy is basically doing the same thing Kaepernick is doing.
Mm-hmm.
On a different level. He's got a whole bunch of philanthropy going on.
Yeah.
The NFL's not saying shit to him.
And you know
they're not saying a damn thing.
And that's the issue too, because what if
I thank you for using your privilege right. But let's speak to it.
What if Aaron Rodgers was doing this? What if Peyton Manning or Tom Brady was doing this? Would it have the same magnitude? Would it have the same kind of backlash on it?
No, because it's a white man doing it. I guarantee you, if Peyton Manning started taking a knee,
he'd be a hero.
Bruh, everybody would start to understand.
Roger, they would give that man a medal.
They would all like, oh my gosh, think about like look at how much caring and heart he has. Yeah, because everybody loves to have the in America they love the narrative of the white man saving the black man. They love that fucking narrative. We can't save ourselves for some odd reason. That's a conversation for another day.
Right.
But
now, how do you feel about like the fact that people don't say like he's not being blackmailed and it's actually his talent? Like some people say it's not actually blackmail, it's actually the fact that they don't think he's a good player, which speaks for itself. Football is a very clear game. Like
Robert
people
Griffin
know
III has a job right now.
Ryan Tannehill has a job right now. Colin Kaepernick is better than Ryan Tannehill.
Who was the gentleman last summer that signed this huge contract? The quarterback. I remember you were going off about him a while ago.
It could be Matt Schaub. I hope it ain't Matt Schaub. Is it Case Keenum? I like
Case Keenum.
I like Case Keenum. He's all right.
All right. All right,
how about this?
Okay.
Nate Peterson. Or Peterman, whatever his name is in the Bills. Stephen A. Get that man. You know what I'm saying? He is absolute trash. He is better than him. You know what I'm saying? He could start in this league. The Jets will take him. I'm sure the Jets will take him. He could be a backup. I understand he turned down offers. He didn't want to pay cut. But he could start in some teams he could start with.
How much? Well, first of all, that pay cut. What was the pay cut? Was it just absolutely?
Well, they were going to pay him like a backup, and he didn't think he was of that caliber.
He's not a backup. Well, no.
He could be someone's backup.
He could be someone's backup.
He could be Drew Brees' backup.
Yeah.
He could be Drew Brees. He could be Matt Ryan's backup.
But then also, if you're Colin Kaepernick and you brought your team to the Super Bowl, why would I want to be a fucking backup?
You're right. I don't view myself as a backup. So
I'm not mad at it.
It's kind of like his situation is kind of like Melo right now. You know what I mean? Like you don't really like Melo thinks like Melo laughs at the idea of coming off the bench. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, bro, that's kind of where you're at in your career. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Kaepernick still. I don't know because you know the longer you're away from football, the harder it is to come back from it, to come back to it. But I don't know. I don't know necessarily if you can compare the two right now because Colin is a lot younger and he's still got a little oomph in him. But once again, I don't know. You have been away from the game for 2 years now.
Yeah. So
it's a little rough.
Before we go on break and we take a commercial break, I just want to remind some of the people. Actually, I want to form a question, leave them with a little cliffhanger.
Sure.
What if Colin Kaepernick never even took a knee? Would the ratings still go down? What would be the reasons for that? 1. And would he still have any backlash? 2. And would he still have his job? 3.
I can answer those easy.
Give me 2 seconds, real quick, before we end this.
Colin Kaepernick would have a job.
Okay.
He would be starting somewhere right now, or competing for it. Listen, Nick Foles. Listen, think about it. No, I'm just saying, Nick Foles was a backup. He was traded. Like I'm saying, he got traded. I mean, he signed with a backup. I'm just saying, Colin Kaepernick would be doing something.
And we're also talking about the guy that single-handedly ruined Alex Smith's career.
The ratings would have still been declining, but they would have blamed it on the CTE.
Oh, I like that. All right.
I still haven't watched Concussion because I played offensive line for too long.
Yeah. Well, Black and Berry, we'll be back at this commercial break. Please don't leave, and we'll see you in a minute. All right?
Boom! Welcome, y'all, to Black of the Berry. We are back. Boom, boom. We're still a little bit on the Colin Kaepernick subject, but
which needs to be talked about.
We're going to make a right turn real fast. You know what I'm saying? What we're going to talk about actually is the Nike endorsement of Mr. Kaepernick. And exactly why it was genius by them.
Yeah.
And cold as ice at the same damn time.
You know what? I think this is perfect.
It was cold.
First of all, before I say anything, I want to say shout out to Nike and Colin Kaepernick for putting someone of Longwood School District into the video. Longwood is finally on the map.
Okay. Shout out to y'all Longwood. Shout out Suffolk County, New York.
You know what I mean?
Big ups, 631.
Next thing I want to say is Nike's playing both sides of the fence here. You know.
Yes.
Nike is doing the ultimate Mr. Feeney, dude from Home Improvement as well. They're doing the just hanging.
Listen, they gotta pay both sides of it, baby.
So you're playing Kaepernick to be the face of this campaign and strive for greatness, and even if it sacrifices anything, right? Now you're also dealing with the person that has the issue with your campaign face, which is the NFL, and you have a contract with their gear and apparel and stuff like that. Well, you're doing something that the American economy has been doing for the last 150 years. You know what I'm saying?
The American economy, you mean the American government with funding both sides of war?
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like we've been doing this. We've been fueling. We have allies, but we're also fueling the Germans and Japanese people.
Well, Germany and Japan are our allies right now.
Well, now I'm saying, but I'm talking about like World War I, World War II,
I got you. Or how we created Osama and then we had to destroy him.
Right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
we empowered Gaddafi, took him out too. Yeah.
Come on, man. I like Gaddafi too.
I love Gaddafi.
I think
that's the example we're pulling. Not to get off topic though, but listen. I do listen.
I'm still a little caught up on the Gaddafi thing. That really hurt right here, man.
What? Oh, nah, the whole Gaddafi thing is fucked up. First of all, if you look at that clip of Hillary Clinton and how that evil ass bitch, she was like, we came, we saw he died. And it was like, you evil bitch. That's why you lost. Predator. Honestly, that's why you lost the damn election, because you worried about everything else what you need to be fucking worried about. And listen, it was handed to you. You dropped it. You failed.
Real quick.
Dirty slut.
Hillary Clinton.
You need to be in jail. Benghazi!
Hillary Clinton doesn't wear Nikes though, so we gotta get a ball.
We don't know what that bitch runs in. Her bill.
She wears some Skechers fit. You know what I mean?
Could you imagine Monica Lewinsky was giving Bill some head in fucking Air Force Ones?
Nah, Nike Cortezes.
Oh man, back on subject though. We're gonna edit that out. But
do we? She wrote a book about it. She wrote a tell-all. The world knows, Monica. The world knows.
All right, but listen, Nike. Like I said, it was cold as fucking ice. It was cold as ice, but then it was a good gamble. Don't get me wrong. In the beginning, it was looking a little shaky because when it first came out, their stocks actually dropped initially.
But now look at them.
They're up now because
13%.
You wanna know why? People got paid on Friday.
When
they got paid, listen, they said that when the stock closed at $83.47, that's the highest it's ever been. Listen.
I ain't mad at you.
My timeline was looking crazy on Friday. I saw a whole bunch of Just Do It's and a whole bunch of Nike signs.
I'm wearing Nikes right now. Shout out Kyrie.
But you know why? Honestly, it was an ingenious business move is because the biggest market for Nike is individuals from the age of 18 to 34. And guess what? 44% of those individuals are in support of them actually, getting behind this whole Kaepernick thing. Which is really, really obviously groovy, all that kind of good stuff. But
here's my I wanted to interject here.
Sure.
I think that with Nike doing a great job, alright, so let's understand the actual business aspect of it and why it's a cold move. Yeah, you had Colin Kaepernick on contract for what?
2 years.
2 years before you actually sign him, right?
He was just sitting there in their pocket, and they were sitting there like, well, what do we do? What do we do?
Now this whole thing happens. Now you got Puma, now you got Adidas, now you got Under Armour, now you got your actual main competitors coming and steal something from under your wing. So you lock them down and you give them a deal. The same thing they did with LeBron. They would threaten LeBron leaving. Guess what they did?
$1 billion lifetime contract.
You ain't going nowhere, Bron. You ain't going nowhere.
Now my question about we're getting that's a whole other thing. Because I wonder, did he get the short end of the stick with that?
No. What else?
$1 billion over a lifetime. I think LeBron James is worth a lot more than that.
Yeah, but he probably gets. That's probably like a contract, but he probably gets
percentage and stuff too.
And reoccurring things.
Right.
So. And I think that you're trying to monopolize the market. You understand? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think it's genius. And the thing is, he already had him on contract. So how is it really cold-hearted? You know what I mean? It's already warm between Nike and Colin. You know what I'm saying?
No, what I mean it was cold in the sense of how they just strategically did it. First they came out of nowhere with it.
Yeah.
But you waited. it wasn't like everybody's like, oh yeah, great for Nike for getting the politics here. No, they waited to make sure they could capitalize off of it. Because remember, when all this first was coming out, we had the presidential election. Donald Trump just got elected. You think that Nike was going to come out with that ad then? Hot off of a Donald Trump election? Their stocks would have fucking went right down the gutter, right down the drain. They would have not did that at all.
You know what I think?
They waited.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People are feeling...
And it's smart.
It was a smart business move, but I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, Nike's like on some humanitarian aid thing. Like, no, get out of here. But you have a moral obligation to make money. I see you.
I do think...
thank you for helping us, but I see what it is.
I think they're trying to slingshot themselves in the public image. You know what I'm saying? Because now they're trying to get into the age where we're bigger than Nike, we're bigger than sports apparel, we're trying to get into revolutionary work, and we're trying to inspire. You know what I'm saying? So now with Nike... You understand?
That's deep. I like that.
Nike has a reputation. You understand? This is the biggest thing. You know what I'm saying? Like Nike, all right, they did an experiment where they made the same shoe, right, and put all different types of brands on them, and people did not mess with them because they didn't have a check on it. Even the symbol of the check, what does it look like? A check of approval, a check of confirmation. You were wearing Nike, your swag's on check, done, check. You know what I'm saying? That's a good point.
Yeah.
So Nike has a reputation because think about they have the biggest stars, Paul George. Let's not even consider the Jordan brand, which is Nike's, baby basically, which has CP and Carmelo. But think about just Nike, Paul George, Kevin Durant, LeBron, Serena. Huge names. You got the biggest names. You know what I'm saying? The biggest global sports apparel company. So why not get Colin Kaepernick? Because you're trying to slingshot yourself into.
Well, they already had.
Well, I mean, they already had, but I'm saying relaunch because they're trying to re-image themselves into being bigger than sports and bigger than almost life and inspiring. You know what I'm saying? Because that is timeless. So
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, it's the whole thing is just great by them.
No, yeah.
The whole marketing thing it's pretty awesome, and then for them to put it. Where was the first one unveiled?
I don't remember.
Was it? I think it was in San Francisco. I don't know, but I think it was in San Francisco.
And I think he should be beloved in San Francisco. I don't think that there should be no flack in San Francisco.
I don't know. I know a few 49er fans that got some heat with him.
For what reason? He took you to a Super Bowl.
They're conservatives, bro. Well, listen, I would be remiss.
They're conservatives.
I would be listen. No, not all 49er fans are liberals.
I'm just saying, there's a huge gay population over there, and
there's a whole bunch of gay conservatives, right? There's like a whole sector of them. Yeah. It's kind of crazy. Now,
that sounds like kind of contradicting, isn't it?
What, to be gay conservative?
Yeah.
No, because you rather just like your money, but they just that's a whole human rights kind of because in their mind, human rights and money got two different conversations. To some,
yeah,
but it should be,
Some favor that one more than that one,
Yeah, honestly, if my tax, listen, that's a whole other conversation. But taxes should be lower. And the fact that you liberals voted Cuomo in, well, for the primary, Larry Sharp, 2018. Now, back to the conversation. Sharp 2018. Now, back to the conversation. Now, listen. We would be remiss if we didn't didn't talk about the other side of the coin, because you do have some people who were.
That's what I was going to say about the people who represent the sample size that burn the Nikes and are against it.
Listen,
first of all, if you're going to burn the Nikes, burn them when you don't have them on, man. All right? And what's the thing with these burning shit? That they do not care. LeBron does not care if you burn his Miami Heat jersey from 06. He does not care.
I don't know what's up with sports fans and just fans in general with burning stuff. Y'all already bought it. Just stop buying.
Or don't even wear it. Donate it. Give it away.
First of all, if y'all care about them veterans so much, why don't you give it to a lot of those veterans who are sitting there on the side of the road because guess what? They can't get a job. For the simple reason that America's fucked them. You know why they fucked them? Because they send them over there in these countries, they give them all this training, making these efficient killers, and they can't get out of their head that they're home, but they think somebody's kicking in their door. You should give it to them. Or maybe go talk to the VA.
They're also over there just guarding oil bases in the desert, so let's not forget that. You know what I'm saying?
Or heroin fields.
Oh, Jesus. But anyway.
Dick Cheney ran the country for 8 years.
It was Hunt next.
Yes! Hey, you all over to it, babe! You see what we're talking about?
You know what I'm saying? And I think that what's important too is kind of is this branding, and we'll get into that more in segment 3. But I want to introduce it right now. Is the fact that how Nike has such of a control over us, and how these brands have such a control over us. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before with the Nike, like if you don't have a check or if you're not wearing a Nike, we will clown you. If you weren't wearing acceptable sneakers, we will clown you. If you wasn't wearing Pumas, Vans, now they're pretty popular. But if it wasn't Adidas or something with a check,
are you talking about back?
You was getting clowned.
Back when we were growing up?
Yeah, you was getting clowned.
Absolutely, yeah.
You was getting clowned.
You could get away with Adidas.
You could
get away with Adidas.
Maybe some Pumas too. Maybe.
If you were a girl.
Yeah.
If you were a girl or you were Jamaican. At least him said, if you were Jamaican and you wore some Pumas, you were good. Don't come in there with anything else.
If you played soccer, you were good with any alternative.
Yeah. You're different. And then too, like if you were like in the golf and like the whole emo stuff, you could wear your Vans. Cool.
Yeah,
you couldn't be no athletic individual, regular individual, hood individual, whatever you want to classify yourself as.
And now wear Nikes,
bruh.
If you had some Spalding or Roldan cleats, you a lame. You a lame back in Pee Wee. You a lame that.
My man. But unless it was Under Armour back then. For football. I ain't going front. It was, I think it was my 11th grade year. I had some Under Armour cleats, and they were great. 'Cause I remember I cleated somebody's hand, and it was awesome.
I was always Nike.
I remember like,
I was always a Nike gang.
Nah, I was with the click clack.
Check me down, man. Check me down.
Click clack at that point.
Whack me down.
I actually have Under Armours on my feet right now, actually.
Nice. I got some Nikes on my feet.
Nice, good for you.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
I was wearing Nike earlier today, though.
What?
I was wearing Nike earlier today when I was around.
Okay, cool.
You know what I'm saying?
That's cool.
You know, I might just do a shirt on too, you know, for the Colin Kaepernick. You know what I'm saying?
Sacrifice anything, man.
You know what I mean? Even when it got wet outside, I had to put brown in a Nike shirt. You know what I mean, B? So we do.
But we're getting off topic.
Sorry.
But back to what I was saying is basically what we wanted to kind of address is
how much money they spend on advertising.
Well, and how it seeps into us, our brains subconsciously, and now the fact that we feel like we have a need for it. You know what I'm saying? We need to be in this. We need to be in it. And it's not just Nike. It's all this.
It's everything.
Yeah, it's all European fashion. Let's say like right now,
they sell us on a lifestyle.
Exactly. If we're not wearing Da Vinci, if we're not wearing all this other stuff, are we lit? Are we popping? Do we got bands? Mm-hmm. We have to wear this designer stuff, and that almost makes us like. And this is what Kanye was kind of talking about, where his new slave thing. We're slaves to
designer shit.
These designer shit, but not even. We're just slave to these brands.
Yeah. Not
the designer, because if Nike can make headphones, Nike can make lollipops, and people will still buy them. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? As weird as it may sound, no. It's everybody has their own scheme in the market, and then us as consumers, we don't even understand what we're consuming and why we like stuff. Like the other day, like I was like, I'm not even gonna say what store. I was like walking by a store, and I was like, oh, I think I would like to try this drink from here. I'd never wanted a drink like that before. I don't even drink tequila. Mm-hmm. So what the hell am I gonna drink some tequila for?
I like tequila.
But you know what I noticed?
It was good.
Not even that. I just noticed that like recently, like the area I live in, the whole bunch, like I just see a whole bunch of tequila advertisements. Advertising.
Demographic.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like it's just like that's what it's been getting. I'm like, oh, let me drink some tequila. I go, you go to different bars. They got a whole bunch of margaritas and then different options for you. You see what I'm saying? So it's like I subconsciously wanted some tequila. And it's like I don't even drink tequila. The fuck I got some tequila for? I can't even take a shot right.
Let's table this and let's come back to it for segment 3 because I think that's a very good topic that we could get back on.
Sure.
Is the control of these brands.
Sure, I like it.
All right. So free lunch, free food for thought, home and verbal hands, Black and the Berry.
Boom.
Episode 6. I love you, man. Peace.
Larry Sharp for governor. Vote, bitches. Welcome back, y'all. Black and Berry. I'm Dean. This is Mr. Los, or whoever you like to be referred to as.
Wavy Johnson, Silky Johnson,
jackass, asshole. You know what I mean? Either one.
The GOAT, you could call me.
Aaron Donald.
Or because I'm the GOAT and I'm a high GOAT.
Well, yeah, he is. Actually, I shouldn't call you Aaron Donald. Let's.
Well, now you mentioned Aaron Donald, I wanted to kind of bring up, and I know we're kind of doing a lot of business / NFL oriented episode, but
we haven't talked about the NFL ever this whole time, so
we haven't at all.
It's overdue.
Yeah,
maybe
and this is like the best word in the world. So
I don't know.
I said it.
I agree. I don't
care. I don't care what they say.
I agree.
All right. Anyway, we talk about NFL holdouts, right, and how it can affect and sometimes not work in the holdoutees' favor. You just mentioned Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald held out, didn't go to pre-camp, mini-camp, or during the preseason, and basically got his figures.
Yeah.
We don't even need to bring up the numbers because it's a football contract. He's one of the top 3 in his position, so we know.
Even though football contracts suck, actually.
They do, but he got a lot of money. Now, what some people don't understand is that these holdouts don't always work in your favor. Marshawn Lynch worked out for. He held out a whole year.
But
he had a unique way of doing it because
I think he was done. But honestly,
he retired, became a free agent, and then reinstated into the NFL, and then went to his hometown team. So
but I honestly think that
hold out though.
No, I think that
because remember, Seattle didn't want to pay him the money. Remember they lost. They should have gave him the ball 1 yard line, lost, and then that year he won. It was a contract year, so he wanted more money. They wouldn't give it to him, and that's the action.
And he retired. And but I'm just saying, I don't know. Honestly, I really don't know if that was his long game.
Seattle's not a running game to this day.
I don't know if that was his long game because I don't know if he just wanted to step away. The reason I'm saying this is because when Marshawn,
he wanted to play in Oakland. I don't think he wanted to step away, but he wanted to play in Oakland.
That's what I'm saying. I think he retired, and then once it was like, oh, Oakland's about to leave, like it's not going to be the Oakland Raiders for his lifetime. That he's thinking, right. You know what? Let me ball out one last time for the Oakland Raiders just to say I did it. I don't think that Marshawn was thinking, oh, I'm going to come back to the league. I think Marshawn was legitimately done because Marshawn is very good with his money.
What about Joey Bosa? What about him?
When he was a rookie.
He had a rookie holdout, which is ballsy. That's very ballsy.
And he waited up until, what was it, week 3 maybe?
Yeah.
Week 4?
Which is, but he
came and balled out, though.
He produced.
He balled out.
It made sense.
Balled out. Was he 6'6", 275 pounds?
No.
He's a man-child.
That was, all right. Anyway.
Pause.
How's that pause?
What the hell was that?
That's the thing. The Buckeyes.
Ohio State. That's what they do.
Go.
I'm a Penn State fan. You think I give a damn about what Ohio State does? That's what I said. Pause it.
I don't really do that because what I usually do is roll tide.
Here we go. All right, it's cool. Cute. It's awesome.
Sorry.
Who won the Natty last year?
Roll Tide!
Y'all won it last year?
Yeah. Nigga.
Oh, y'all beat Clemson, but the year before y'all.
Georgia. We won the last 2 years.
Timeout.
Yeah.
It's been that
talk.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
You guys are fucking too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
So unless I don't watch college football.
Roll Tide.
Regardless, Joey Bosa's contract holdouts did work out for him in his favor.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to think of someone that it didn't work out for.
The holdout?
Yeah. Here's the thing. And let's explain what the franchise...
Do you want to say Des Bryant, potentially, maybe?
No, because here's what happened to Des Bryant. The Cowboys released Des Bryant without a option to pay cut, franchise tag, or just a reconstruct his contract. They just gave up on him.
Sure.
Which I don't understand. And I don't think he's like... I think a holdout should be like... A holdout defines like intention. Like you intentionally did it, so thus it's a holdout. You know what I'm saying? Like you have the control and you choose not to go. Like if you're not in the league and it's not your choice, then you just are not in the league. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to think.
But I think like in terms of Le'Veon Bell, look at Le'Veon Bell right now. What is he doing? You know what I'm saying? He wants to hold out. No, he's absolutely smart. But now your value's kind of going down because it's like, oh, we don't actually need you. You know what I'm saying?
His value's not going down. His value may be going down for the Steelers, but listen, they're not going to pay him. Somebody else will. And now that we're on, like, I know we were waiting to get on this. I was waiting to get on this. That's why I was on my phone this whole time, people. Waiting to get on this Le'Veon Bell situation.
There you go. Steelers Nation, listen up, man.
First of all,
Snoop, I know you're watching. Listen up.
First of all, Le'Veon Bell is smart for doing this. How old is he? He's 26 years old. Am I correct?
Yep.
Right? He's in the prime of his career, right?
Yep.
You ran him 492 times last year, 432 times last year.
He's a bell cow. What do you expect?
Something like that, right? So that means you're probably gonna listen. You were franchising the year before.
And let's define what a franchise tag means for some people that don't know. So a franchise tag means that you're basically getting an average of the top 5 at your position. So out of the top 5, they take all the top salaries at your position, they average them out, and then that's what they give you for that year.
Yep. Now, listen, that's only 1 year. There's no stability in that. And remind you, it's the NFL. Anything can happen. You're running this man.
Sometimes some people could lose money in being franchise tagged because, some people, it just happens to do that,
Absolutely. Here's my issue. His teammates. That's my issue with the whole Le'Veon situation. yeah, it's his teammates. Not even what Le'Veon's doing. Le'Veon is smart in his actions.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not going to pay me, I'm not going to play. Or when I come back and play, it's going to be so late. Either you're not going to want to use me, or it's whatever it is. But guess what? I'll be fresh for next year, and I'll still be able to produce for another team at a high level and get paid a good amount of money doing it. My issue is with your offensive lineman talking shit, out of all people.
Oh, who is it? Is it Pouncey?
It was Pouncey, and then you have Foster, Ramon Foster. Don't get me wrong. DeCastro didn't really say much. David DeCastro said was, I thought he would show up today. He didn't show up. Okay, boom. Villanueva, the left tackle, he hasn't really said much at all, but then yet again, he's a goon.
Yeah,
he's a goon.
He's an ex-military.
My issue is with Foster and Pouncey. Both of you are the NFL Player Association reps for the Steelers, right?
You gotta do something.
I think that you would understand what Le'Veon was trying to say. Right now, you're acting real NFL in a Colin Kaepernick situation. And this is what I mean. Yeah, I said it like that. And this is what I mean. The brothers literally how much he's worth when it comes to this organization, he's not getting paid for it. He can get hurt and all that can get taken away. They won't take care of him on his next contract when that happens. They won't. They absolutely won't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't sit there and then try to downgrade him for doing something that you would do in that same situation. They weren't paying you what you thought you were worth. You know what I mean? And on top of that, Pouncey, you're always hurt. I'd rather have your brother. So you need to watch your mouth.
Yeah.
You need to watch your mouth. And Foster, you're on your last leg too. So you need to watch your mouth as well. And then once again, I'll repeat it. You are the NFL Player Association reps for the Steelers. So when you guys go to the collective bargaining table in 2020, they're gonna put all the stuff that you said. How he needs to play for the team, put the team for himself. Last that I checked, this was a business. Yeah, you doing it for him. This is a business. If he gets hurt, y'all gonna pay him what he's worth? No. Him, his family? No, right? So shut the hell up. Legitimately. And then y'all the big boys up front.
Yeah.
Come on, son. Don't say nothing. Do your job. Listen, because guess what happens? If the running back behind him, what's the brother's name?
James Conner.
James Conner balls out.
He did
right?
ball out.
No.
Two tutties last game.
No, I know. And he had 300 yards, something like that?
I think it was 200.
200 yards, whatever. Listen, if he balls out, and then his backup balls out too, right? Mm-hmm. They're going to look at the big boys up front. And then maybe you guys start getting paid.
Yeah, it's more of a scheme rather
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what the thing they're talking about with the Cowboys.
Not checkers.
Mm-hmm. Put it on the grid, people.
And the fact that y'all would even publicly talk about it in such a way, like, y'all are just ignorant.
And I want to mention someone, too. I'll kind of piggyback off that with the holdout, which is Khalil Mack, because we saw him hold out, and he got that spread. You know what I'm saying? He is now the highest paid defensive player.
And then, but guess what? He's on the Bears, causing mayhem.
Yeah. Mayhem
and mischief.
And he's not, and that actually shows to his value because he didn't have much time to prepare and actually get immersed in their defensive schemes. He just said, all right, rush the quarterback, cool.
First of all, and then let me tell you something else. When I know offensive lines. Green Bay Packers have a very good offensive line. For him to go out there and abuse Ryan Beluga the way he did,
yeah.
I know Beluga's getting a little old.
Yes.
Beluga's still a beast. He was a Pro Bowl last time I checked.
Yeah.
He ate his lunch, ate his breakfast, ate his dinner, his snacks. His family came in the house. He kicked them out. He said, "Give me your food too."
You ain't eating this.
And you're not. He's a monster. Did what he had to do. And here's the thing, though.
And he had a pick six.
Did you? And then what? When he got traded, when he wasn't paid, the Oakland Raiders came out and support the players. We're like, oh, this is crazy. This is baffling. What happened? How did this go down? Pay the man. But you silly bastards over there in PA are going to sit there and throw Le'Veon under the bus? Eat a dick and die slow, bitches.
And here's my thing, too. Maybe the team is...
I'd rather have your brother, Pouncey.
And here's the thing. With the
injury-prone bitch.
The team is set up differently, though. You got to understand that. With the Raiders, they don't really have much money to give because they already got Marshawn. They just signed Jordy Nelson. They got Cooper. And you just gave Derek Carr a lot of money not too long ago. So where are you getting all this money from? And you got your offensive line. You got Donald Penn and all those guys. That's a lot of money.
And then, oh man, I forgot the left guard name. That brother's, I think he's the baddest one on there.
Who? On the...
Kalichi? Kalichi Omaladua, whatever it is.
Also
Bruh.
Yeah,
Bruh.
he's the dog. And Barry, home with verbal hands. You got anything calm to say to the Giants or the people at home, man?
Release Eric Flowers. And watch, I tell you, watch how the skies opened up. And all of our life will just get better. And matter of fact, but you know who is ill? We have this rookie guard who's a savage. Fucking Martinez, this big Spanish dude.
Well, let's leave.
I don't even know if his last name's Martinez. I think that's just racist. Fuck, my bad. He's a big Spanish dude. He's a savage. I haven't really, listen, I turn off the TV because of Eric Flowers. So when Eric Flowers stopped playing, that's when I'll watch NFL again. Not because of Kaepernick. I don't watch NFL because of Eric Flowers. I'm dead serious. I don't.
We gotta go on that note, bro.
I'm serious.
I'm out of here.
I'm dead ass.
I'm out of here.
I'm dead ass. I don't.
No, I'm out of here.
I'm dead ass.
Episode 6, I'm out of here.
Yo, I'm dead ass, man. I'm dead ass. Son, I'm serious. I don't watch it because of Eric Flowers.